session, Member States reviewed progress, aligned on priorities, and took key decisions to guide the organization through 2026 and beyond. Because the challenges and opportunities of the digital economy requires collective action beyond any single government or institution. Under the theme, Digital Prosperity in the Age of AI, this General Assembly is about turning shared ambition into shared results. We will hear how DCOs work across our strategic pillars, digital enablers, digital society, digital business, and digital corridors. Is translating into measurable outcomes and where we must focus next. I invite you all to engage openly, share insights, and help shape the path forward. With that, let me hand over to the Secretary General, who will provide an update on our 2025 achievements and our strategic priorities for 2026 and beyond.
Assalamu alaikum, sabah al-khair. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Your Excellencies, distinguished delegates, observers, partners, and our dear guests. It is a privilege to address you today in the open session of the 5th General Assembly of the Digital Cooperation Organization. Before we turn into our 2025 annual report, let me reflect on what this past year truly stands for. 2025 was not about ambition only. It was about action. Across our agenda, we moved from ideas to impact, from coordination to delivery, supported by our member states who choose cooperation over fragmentation and purpose over hesitation. The video you are about to watch captures this journey, not just what we have done, but what we are becoming. Please play the video.
We've just discovered the internet. It feels limitless. What do you use it for?
For us, it's everywhere. We use it to communicate, to work, to learn. But things are starting to move faster.
It's the time to act.
In 2025, we turned ambition into action in alignment with our 4-year agenda. Across 16 member states, representing more than 800 million people, one question grew louder. How do we ensure that AI works for everyone? The DCO response? Our member states advanced responsible AI, agreeing shared principles that enable innovation to thrive while embedding trust at the core.
Technology must be our servant, not our master.
DCO continued to advance a shared vision for ethical, human-centric AI, putting shared principles into practice. The Ethical AI Evaluator promotes the ethical use of AI, ensuring a positive contribution to society, and the AI Real Toolkit helps countries shift from AI consumers to AI producers. To support informed decision-making, the Digital Economy Navigator was expanded to 80 countries, utilizing 145 indicators derived from insights gathered from over 41,000 individuals. We convened leaders for the first ever DFDI forum in Pakistan, securing $700 million in commitments. And the Model Digital Economy Agreement emerged as a practical tool for member states to conclude modern digital economy agreements with one another. By taking Stride Global, we supported over 400 startups and helped unlock more than $21 million in investment. Inclusion stayed measurable with the scaling of We Elevate. The program quickly expanded its reach from a pilot in Rwanda to all 16 member states and received additional interest from 12 non-member states. We shared knowledge through publications, practical toolkits and workshops on important topics and trends, and elevated our collective voice on the global stage, showcasing a new approach to multilateralism and the achievements being made in real time. By participating in global summits, we helped shape how the world talks about inclusive digital transformation. Cooperation flourished as new voices joined the table. DCO welcomed 18 new observers, signed 14 partnerships, and issued a joint statement on fostering global digital cooperation for resilience, prosperity, and peace. Today, the DCO team combines the expertise and passion of more than 80 professionals from 28 countries, reinforcing a culture where collaboration fuels impact and diversity powers progress. Together, we are demonstrating that it is possible to build an inclusive digital economy that enables prosperity for all in the age of AI.
The progress we just watched reflects the collective effort of our member states, observers, partners, and the Secretariat, working together to turn digital cooperation into impact. And this impact is expanding. Our collective voice has also grown stronger. At the 80th session of the United Nations General Assembly, 16 member states issued a joint ministerial statement aligned with the UN Global Digital Compact and the DCO 2025-2028 agenda, demonstrating the power of coordinated multilateral leadership. Now, allow me to share how we intend to carry this momentum forward as we shape the next chapter of digital prosperity together. Your Excellencies, with the Digital Economy Navigator, we have worked on identifying and verifying potential and actual gaps to make sure that we are moving in the right direction every year, a direction that will ensure a sustainable and inclusive growth of the digital economy across DCO member states. These gaps are addressed through the 4 pillars of the 4-year agenda.
The DCO 4-year agenda is structured around 4 pillars that guide implementation. The first of these pillars, Digital Enablers, is focused on resource sharing, readiness, and enabling frameworks. What you're about to hear are the results of our collective actions in 2025, showcasing how collaboration, technical support, and shared commitment led to measurable outcomes.
Relating our religious values and our traditions to this kind of initiative is very important, because technology is not always the solution, the only solution. Awareness comes, I believe, before that.
I see the DCO Impact Platform as a digital marketplace that enables member states to share and learn from real-world digital transformation use cases through the target matchmakings that aligns governments' priorities with proven solutions, partners, and expertise. It accelerates digital transformations through effective cross-country collaboration.
It was a good moment. I got to learn a lot about the integration of SDGs in the Startup Act that is being formed.
We had people from different backgrounds, people from the startup scene, people from governments, academicians, private sector, SMEs. So it was a large but also diverse pool of experts which contributed in enriching the discussion.
Over the past year, more than 5 multilateral policy frameworks have been endorsed by member states. These include the Model Startup Act, Online Content Integrity Frameworks, and Innovation Standards. We delivered 23 national policy and advocacy workshops, with several implementation pathways now initiated across Asia, Africa, and Europe. Ministerial governance has been actively participating on online misinformation, a first of its kind in our organization. 2022 digital solutions have been onboarded on the Impact platform, with 4 matchmaking processes underway for national adoption and opportunities. But let me now turn to what the data tells us from the Digital Economy Navigator and external evidence. Policy momentum is strong, but institutional depth is not yet even. We see fragmented regulations and standards across jurisdictions. There are capacity advancements between member states. Market access barriers limits skills and trust deflects as well, undermine adoption as well. And financing in scale concentrates, limits infrastructure investment. That being said, we must move from shared frameworks to shared execution and functionality ecosystem. No single government or institution can close this gap alone, and this is precisely where this room becomes part of the solution. Mr. Chair, I hand it over to you for the interventions.
Thank you, Secretary General. The floor is now open for intervention on digital enablers, so member states, observers, and partners are invited to share their perspective, commitment, or questions. And please, for the sake of time, keep intervention to approximately 2 minutes. I have the first request from the Kingdom of Bahrain.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the initiatives presented today clearly demonstrate the Digital Cooperation Organization's practical and action-oriented approach to advancing trusted and inclusive digital transformation while respecting national priorities and sovereignty. In this context, Bahrain reaffirms its strong commitment to engaging constructively in DCO initiatives. Bahrain was pleased to participate in the DCO Impact Session, contributing through knowledge sharing and the exchange of national experiences. Bahrain attaches particular importance to the Data Embassy Initiative, which the Kingdom has adopted as a forward-looking model to enable secure cross-border digital flows while safeguarding data sovereignty through trusted, technology-based solutions. Looking ahead, Bahrain remains committed to working closely with the DCO to advance these initiatives and ensure that digital transformation delivers tangible benefits for all. Thank you.
The floor is to the representative from Bangladesh. Your Excellency, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Honorable Chair, Excellencies, distinguished delegates, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Bangladesh believes that digital enablers are the foundation of inclusive, resilient, and sustainable digital economies. Over past 1.5 decades, our national digital transformation journey has focused on building strong enablers that empower citizens, businesses, and governments altogether. First of all, digital infrastructure has been a priority. Nationwide connectivity, affordable internet access, and data centers have expanded digital reach to both urban and rural communities. Secondly, digital public infrastructure has played a catalytic role. Interoperable platforms for identify payments, service delivery, and other exchange have improved efficiency, transparency, and trust in public services while enabling private sector innovations. Third, human capital and digital skills remain the heart of this strategy. Afterwards, both policy and regulatory frameworks act as key enablers. By now, we have promulgated a number of laws. Since Parliament is not active now, so that we promulgated all the things in the form of ordinances. We have promulgated Personal Data Protection Ordinance, and the other one is the National Data Governance Ordinance. We are also with the Cyber Safety Ordinances. Finally, Bangladesh recognizes partnership and cross-border cooperation are essential digital enablers. Through the Digital Cooperation Organization, we see strong opportunities to share best practices, harmonize standards, and jointly invest in digital innovation for shared prosperity. Bangladesh reaffirms its commitment to work with DCO member states to strengthen digital enablers that accelerate inclusive growth, innovation, and sustainable development for all. I thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for valuable intervention. And the floor is for the representative from Semina Council. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Excellencies, dear colleagues. Let me offer a thought-provoking reflection that I believe sits at the heart of this General Assembly. In this time of exponential technological growth, our greatest challenge from what we see and experience is no longer innovation, it is synchronization. Across member states and industries, we are all building system, infrastructure, regulation, alignment, but until and unless we build in alignment, we risk fragmentation. And in a digital economy, fragmentation does not only mean inefficiencies, it means exclusion, it means duplicated cost, incompatible frameworks, and limited opportunity for scale. The DCO was founded on a powerful premise that cooperation must lead to coherence, that cross-border alignment is not a technical aspiration, it is an economic necessity. It is how we lower the cost of compliance, it is how we expand the reach of innovation, and also it is how we turn digital potential into shared prosperity. So we must be bold in reading and accepting the reality. Execution capacity could lead to a challenge and become the next defining divide. It is no longer sufficient to announce our strategies or proclaim our ambition. Our task is also to institutionalize action and to build a resilient, accountable system that can govern what we deploy, sustain, and what we scale and correct what we inevitably get wrong. So from a private sector perspective, my intent is beyond aligning in principle. I wish this meeting also to strengthen our ability to act together efficiently and of course effectively, because the test of digital cooperation is not only how often we meet, it can also be how quickly we move. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency, and thank you for joining us today. Thank you for your valuable contribution as well. This is the last intervention, I think. There is no more, okay. Thank you for these valuable contributions. We shall now proceed to the next pillar, digital society.
The Digital Society pillar focuses on how digital transformation empowers people, builds skills, supports inclusive growth, and enables a sustainable digital future. In the last 12 months, DCO focused on education and skills development, with practical initiatives driving meaningful results across member states. Here's some real-world examples of that impact being felt.
When we launched We Elevate in February 2024 in collaboration with the Digital Cooperation Organization, our goal was clear: to accelerate digital transformation for women entrepreneurs, equipping them with the tools and skills needed for them to thrive in the increasingly digital economy.
We have learned digitalization and branding, and it helps in so many ways. One of the ways is that it helps to know how to make your products go viral, how to take good shots, and how to engage with your audience and make people have access to your products.
We have made a toolkit before with the DCO, a strategy on sustainability, and we see the benefit of it, and we believe we can also generate or move to another area of e-waste and solving this problem and sharing the knowledge between us.
Championed by Rwanda, we have onboarded 1,000 micro SMEs into e-commerce platforms and onboarded 8,000 women entrepreneurs into training programs. Skills Universe has been restructured. More than 10 global knowledge partners have been onboarded, and a dedicated digital skills learning management system and talent registry are under the development. Championed by the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, the e-waste management platform, the e-waste management framework has been adopted with a bilateral partnership agreement between Ghana and Oman. Skills and sustainability are the new digital divide according to DEN 2025. Advanced digital skills remains still in decrease. The transition from skills training to jobs and productivity is still weak, and sustainability and green digital practices remain underdeveloped. We need to discuss collectively how we can scale skills, sustainability, and inclusion across borders, and what partnerships, investments, or policy shifts are needed. Mr. Chair, I hand it over to you.
Thank you, Secretary General. The floor is now open for intervention on digital society, and I have one request from Kenya. The floor is yours, Your Excellency.
Thank you, Chair, Excellencies, distinguished delegates. Kenya welcomes the digital society pillar and strongly supports its focus on ensuring that digital transformation delivers real inclusion for all citizens, particularly through digital skills, support to women-led enterprises, and reasonable e-waste management. On digital skilling, Kenya has made significant investments through partnerships with global technology firms to establish innovation hubs that provide specialized skills in areas such as cybersecurity, software development, and green technology. Under our digital literacy program, Kenya is pursuing ambitious national targets, including training public servants and expanding digital skills for citizens at scale. We have also established the centers of competence in collaboration with UNDP and Microsoft to strengthen AI and digital scaling for public service delivery. Further, Kenya is rolling out 1,450 digital hubs, one in every smallest unit of election, to serve as access points for digital skills training, online work opportunities for youth and women, and uptake of e-government services, and incubation of local e-innovations and startups. On women-led enterprises, Chair, Kenya continues to advance targeted empowerment initiatives, including support through dedicated financial instruments such as the Women Enterprise Fund, as well as programs such as the Ajira for She, which focuses on building digital skills, especially for women in technology. In addition, Kenya Public Procurement Framework reserves 30% for all government procurement opportunities for women, youth, and persons living with disability. On e-waste management, Kenya has put in place a national e-waste management strategy supported by enforcement and coordination through the National Environment Management Authority. We have also expanded recycling and collaboration centers across the country, alongside public sensitive initiatives such as strengthened responsible disposal and recycling practices. Despite this, Kenya recognizes that more remains to be done in accelerating digital skilling, expanding women-led enterprise participation in the digital economy, and strengthening sustainable e-waste systems. We therefore welcome collaboration with the DCO framework to support knowledge exchange, joint initiatives, and scalable solutions across member states. I submit. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Intervention now from Bangladesh. Your Excellency, floor is yours.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Bangladesh views a digital society as one where technology empowers people, strengthens inclusion, and improves quality of life for all. Bangladesh believes that people will not go behind the services, but service will go to the people through the system. At the core of the digital society is universal access. Bangladesh has been working for the last 1.5 decades for preparation of this backbone. It started with the regulatory reform. Then in the backbone, we have done a lot in the construction of the high-tech park, software technology park, IT training and incubation center, 3 and 4 tier data center, cyber security issues, digital services through Aspire to Innovate project, and digital signature issues. A number of other initiatives are there for confirmation of the digital access, digital literacy and trust, and inclusive digital public services. Bangladesh further recognizes that ethics, equity, and human values must guide digital progress, particularly in emerging technologies such as artificial intelligence. Technology must serve humanity, not the other way around. Through the Digital Cooperation Organization, Bangladesh remains committed to sharing experiences and collaborating with member states to advance to people as people-centric, inclusive, and sustainable digital society. I thank you all.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Next intervention is from China. Your Excellency, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Excellency, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me once again to express my sincere gratitude to the host countries, the State of Kuwait, for the great efforts on convening this meeting, and we commended the excellent leadership of Minister Omar for this chairmanship of 2025. We also commend the outstanding leadership of Secretary General. Under her guidance of the DCO has been committed to bridging digital divide, promoting innovation and investment, and advancing technology application. We extend our congratulations to the DCO, its member states, and Madam Secretary General for these achievements. We support the 4 pillars of the organization's future strategic plan, including digital enablers, digital society, and so on, and expect the DCO to deliver fruitful outcomes in 2026 in the spirit of openness, inclusiveness, and win-win cooperations. In recent years, China has been committed to advancing the high-quality development of a digital economy, and will continue to expand high-level opening up. Under the guidance of the Global Development Initiative and the Global Governance Initiative, we join efforts when countries worldwide and stand ready to share the opportunities of digitalization with our well-developed infrastructure, leading technological products and extensive use cases and high-quality solutions. Over the years, China has constantly adhered to multilateralism and advocated for the equal and orderly multipolar world, as well as economic globalizations that is inclusive and universally beneficial. Take this opportunity, I'd like to express our sincere gratitude to all member states and the Secretary General for your trust and support through the process of China application for DCO membership. We believe China accession will inject a new momentum and future contributor to the growth of DCO. Going forward, we stand ready to continuously deepen cooperation and share the benefits of a digital economy. And we welcome you and all to visit China at your convenience. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Next intervention is from the Gulf Cooperation Council, General Secretary. The floor is yours, Your Excellency.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Thank you, Mr. Chair. I would like to start by thanking you personally for the great effort you have put yourself and your team and the State of Kuwait for hosting the 5th General Assembly. I also want to wish Pakistan all the best in the next presidency. I also want to extend my gratitude, sincere gratitude, to Her Excellency Mrs. Deem Al Yahya for all the efforts that she has put personally to support the GCC from a digital point of view. You and your staff have proven to be a real accelerator, real champions, guiding us in this path. You have participated with us in 2 GCC ministerial meetings in Kuwait last year, and we truly, truly appreciate your efforts. For those who don't know what is the GCC-DCO relationship, this relationship started in 2021 when we signed a memorandum of understanding, and next in August 2025, we signed the executive program, which is a roadmap for our cooperation. If you allow me one more minute to just go through the programs and the joint activities that we have done with the DCO. 1, joint developing and exchanging of regulatory frameworks and guidelines for the ICT sector. 2, providing technical consultancy, specialized studies, expert reporting to support GCC efforts in advancing digital legislation and creating investment and innovation attractive climate. 3, launching the framework of women empowerment in the ICT sector to enhance women's role in the digital economy and to recognize the importance of her active participation in building the future of technology. 4, launching the e-waste management framework and the joint call to enhance sustainable management of e-waste solutions in the digital age. 5, releasing a series of flagship applications such as the GCC Digital Landscape, Cultural Value and Online Misinformation, and the Model Startup Act. These are, ladies and gentlemen, and Your Excellencies, some of the work that we have been doing with DCO. We're very proud of our partnership, and we would like to continue that. We have, I hope, an event this year, the beginning of this year, in the WEF, the Davos, Jeddah, I guess, in April, on AI, and we're working on that. Thank you again for hosting us and bringing us with you here, and we are honored to be part of this wonderful event. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency, and thank you for accepting our invitation and being here with us today. We really value that. Just to second also what His Excellency Bokar just mentioned earlier on the corporations, but this is an example, however, between organizations, and we have seen it, and your presence here today is an example of that. What's missing is between countries, and this is the essence of establishing the DCO. It's an organization for cooperation, and this is what DCO and the General Secretariat and the team as well been working on, is to make sure that different countries do collaborate in the technology field, where there is no these redundancies and where efficiency can really matter. Thank you very much for these insights. We shall now proceed to digital business.
The third pillar, digital business, focuses on enabling innovation, investment, and digital economic growth. It supports startups, strengthens digital investment, and promotes responsible innovation. What follows are examples of how this support translated into tangible economic opportunity. Take 2.
Pakistan, a country of 240 million people with 68% youth, welcome you to the Pakistan's first ever Digital Foreign Direct Investment Forum 2025 in Islamabad.
The great thing about Stride that it has 16 countries you can connect with in different continents as well. So having such access to different markets really, really great.
Actually, Stride is a wonderful platform to connect startups with investors and other networks.
Currently holding the presidency of the DCO Council, Kuwait is proud to be part of this important occasion, as we also believe deeply that the future of AI must be guided by human values and fostered through global cooperation.
The DCO AI Ethics Evaluator served as a valuable checkpoint for us. It turns the ethical principles into actionable insights and real deployment, especially in the handling and privacy sectors.
This is how innovation turns into jobs. Investment, inclusion, innovation. Innovation only matters when it creates opportunities for jobs, workers, and communities. While innovation is accelerating, scale, capital, and AI readiness remain uneven. AI could add 15.7 trillion to global GDP by 2030, yet nearly 70% of these gains are expected to be concentrated in fewer than 10 countries. The DEN findings clearly show that AI readiness and adoption remain highly uneven. More than that, innovation ecosystems require significant efforts. Closing this gap requires a shift from pilots to platforms, and from capital alone to capabilities at scale. This leads to a practical question for us today. What partnerships, investments, and policy alignments do we need to accelerate responsible AI adoption, unlock digital investments, and drive SME and sector transformation across borders? Mr. Chair, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Secretary General. We now move to the interventions. I have the first request from Oman. Your Excellency, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Your Excellency, Secretary General, good morning. The Sultanate of Oman recognizes the vital role of the Digital Cooperation Organization as a unique platform that brings together key stakeholders from government, private sector, international organization, academia, and civil society to address critical global digital developments and foster strategic collaboration towards sustainable digital economy. In this context, Oman has assumed a leadership role by championing the DCO Observers Committee and ensuring the effective convening of diverse stakeholders for open and constructive dialogue during the latest COMEX show held in Oman in September 2024. Oman is also part of the DFDI initiative and have benefited from the policy advice and exchange of ideas that resulted in that initiative. Your Excellencies, allow me to take this opportunity to highlight the remarkable progress achieved by the Sultanate of Oman in advancing its digital economy. In 2025, the Sultanate of Oman launched several major strategic initiatives. For example, the Oman Digital Triangle. The Oman Digital Triangle is a pioneering project designed to host AI data centers and super AI clusters powered by sustainable green energy. The second project is the Green AI Alliance. It's a collaborative coalition of more than 40 entities, including government bodies, energy firms, and investors focused on developing AI while prioritizing environmental preservation. Third project is the Specialized AI Zone. It's a dedicated hub located in Muscat, offers incentives to attract AI startups and tech firms from the region. Fourth project is Mu'in AI. It's a national LLM, a national LLM trained with the culture, policies, traditions, and values of Oman, dedicated to the Omani public sector to increase Omani employees' productivity and efficiency. Finally, the AI Studio. The AI Studio is AI challenges and solutions under a single platform to guide the co-creation of innovative solutions and products in AI. Moving forward, Oman is committed to work with everyone, with all member states of the DCO to achieve the DCO's objectives and aspirations. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. We move now to representative from Rwanda. Your Excellency, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Your Excellencies, Secretary General, all protocol observed. I wanted to reiterate the impact that we've seen through the cooperation, particularly for programs like STRIDE, which has really enabled many startups from Rwanda to be able to gain access to new markets, cross-border partnerships, and growth that have enabled their ability to provide their products and services globally. What has transpired was new partnerships, especially when it comes to funding, but also technical expertise. And through those partnerships, we've seen a few of the startups being able to leverage direct engagement with private sector in other countries, particularly through LEAP events that have happened and different competitions that STRIDE was able to support those startups. Going forward, Rwanda has created a national framework for digital innovation support and investment, making sure that we leave no one behind by integrating programs into secondary cities, because previously these services were accessible in capital cities. So now we are seeing a surge of digital innovation from secondary cities. And most importantly, we have been embedding frameworks that emphasize on environmental responsibility and social inclusion while we pursue these digital growth opportunities. So we're working to make sure that technology-driven development is resilient, equitable, and sustainable for future generation. And we commend DCO for championing this cooperation, particularly through STRIDE. We see this as a pathway to further strengthen investment into skills and also partnerships that will drive investment that many of the startups are lacking to be able to scale. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Move now to representative from Pakistan. Your Excellency, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. Digital foreign direct investment has become a critical enabler of inclusive digital transformation. Beyond Capital, DFDI brings technology, skills, innovation, and global market access, especially important for developing and emerging economies. Pakistan strongly values the DCO's DFDI initiative as a practical and results-oriented platform that links policy reform with investor confidence. The DFDI engagement in Pakistan has helped translate our digital priorities into credible investor-relevant value propositions and has positioned Pakistan as a case study for structured digital investment readiness. We are committed to strengthening the enablers that investors look for: trusted digital governance, regulatory predictability, digital infrastructure, and a growing pool of skilled human capital. These reforms are central to Pakistan's broader digital economy agenda. We deeply appreciate the leadership of DCO Secretariat in advancing the DFDI framework and in supporting member states to move from diagnostics to bankable digital investment pipelines. Looking ahead, Pakistan looks forward to continuing its close collaboration with DCO under this initiative, and I am pleased to share that Pakistan would be hosting the next DFDI forum in October in Pakistan. We see this as an opportunity to further mobilize partnerships and showcase digital investment opportunities across DCO member states. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I have a request from His Excellency from Lebanon. Please, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. It's indeed a pleasure and an honor for Lebanon to be sitting at the table and to be part of this conversation. Let me start by emphasizing that for us a priority is to develop the partnerships that create a climate of trust between countries and to encourage cross-border investments. It is also based on a conscious, deliberate effort to harmonize legislation and regulation to improve legal and regulatory certainty. I think those are things that DCO has shown to have an advantage and a clear ability to deliver. The last thing I think we could do as an initiative is also to identify opportunities in different markets and make this information available to investors, entrepreneurs in the different countries. So I think this is part of establishing these partnerships, but also eventually on a bilateral basis first, but eventually multilateral, a common digital market. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Now we have a request from the International Chamber of Commerce. Please, Your Excellency, the floor is yours.
Mr. Chairman, thank you very much, and can I commend you for the leadership of Kuwait of this very important initiative. Can I also take the opportunity to remark on the extraordinary output and developments that this group has been able to achieve over the last 12 months. The way in which your Secretary General described the impact is quite extraordinary, and it's something that we are delighted to be able to participate in. Can also say that it's a personal honor to be able to speak to you today at this 5th General Assembly. I speak to you on behalf of the International Chamber of Commerce. We are in 170 countries, 70% of which are actually in the Global South. We represent more than 50 million businesses globally, and we actually enable something like $17.5 trillion worth of economic activity every year. We're also honored to be celebrating this year our 10th year as a permanent observer to the United Nations, the only private sector organization given that opportunity. But I place personal importance on the discussions we're having today, and in many respects, the work that was just presented, particularly by Dem, on the gap that needs to be filled also reveals a risk that is before us all. Unless we're able to increase the opportunity for businesses in developing emerging frontier markets to participate, and when we talk about businesses participating in this, we're talking about communities, that gap will become a risk to the actual progression of development and implementation of AI globally. And the fact that this organization has recognized that is something that we are, I think, very aligned with. We're also honored to be here because these discussions are urgent and consequential at this moment of great global economic uncertainty. And I'm also delighted that during the course of today, we'll be deepening the relationship between the DCO and the International Chamber of Commerce. I think it's pretty clear that around the world, businesses are navigating one of the most volatile operating environments in recent history. In this context, your mission to build inclusive, secure, and interoperable digital economies has never been more important. Our priorities are linked. We actually link together between trade and digital transformation. These are not separate agendas. Digitalization enables trade, and trade in turn fuels growth and jobs. The DCO offers a critical platform to help its member states and their private sectors accelerate progress on both. The question you ask about what is the appropriate partner can best be answered by the partnership with the International Chamber of Commerce, because we are the natural partner to deliver this. Following extensive consultations with our global network, we have launched the ICC Compact for Trade Growth and Jobs. This compact identifies practical, actionable solutions that governments and businesses can advance together to address the most persistent and pressing challenges at the border, behind the border, and across the broader enabling environment for trade. Just yesterday, before arriving in Kuwait, the ICC, we convened leaders from across the MENA region at the World Government Summit in Dubai to identify priority recommendations from our compact. The message was clear. Public-private collaboration on trade digitalization is essential to unlock impact at scale. If we do not have alignment, we will not be able to scale. So it's absolutely critical to have interoperability as a key focal point. We must work together to stabilize the global operating environment while empowering companies, especially MSMEs, as I think all the economies around this table would recognize the driving nature of the MSME community within their economies, because without them, your ability to go digital will be inhibited. So we must mobilize them to go digital, adopt interoperable tools, and compete in global markets. In this regard, your model digital economic agreement offers an excellent foundation. We stand ready to support its adoption across our global network, help member governments upgrade legal and technical infrastructure, and assist businesses in building the capacity. Friends, the opportunity before us is tremendous. The gap is also huge. We can only bridge that together. We look forward to working with you and member states and the Secretariat to deliver on this promise. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for the valuable contribution. I do encourage the DCO to continue on this partnership, and we do complement each other, the International Chamber of Commerce, the DCO, and other organizations. As you stated, for us to scale, we have to align, and this is very important. Now we move to the next request from Kazakhstan. Please, Your Excellency, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Excellencies, distinguished colleagues. From Kazakhstan's experience, enabling the cross-border movement of data, skills, and digital services at scale requires three interconnected elements: trusted digital infrastructure, regulatory frameworks, and investment mechanisms that encourage cooperation. First, partnerships that enable trusted. Kazakhstan has learned that cross-border data flows begin with a strong national digital public infrastructure. Over the past decade, we have built a fully integrated digital government ecosystem where the majority of public services are delivered online through our national eGov platform. A key enabler of this system is interoperability between government databases and secure digital identity infrastructures. Building on this experience, we see strong potential for international partnership focused on developing interoperable digital identity frameworks, secure cross-border data exchange mechanisms, and shared cybersecurity standards. These elements are essential for enabling digital trade, AI innovation, and cross-border service delivery. A practical example from Kazakhstan is the Digital Family Map developed in partnership with UNDP. This platform integrates national data sets to provide predictive, targeted social services and evidence-based policy making. It demonstrates how trusted data integration can significantly improve services efficiency and inclusion. Kazakhstan is also committed to supporting other countries through capacity building initiatives, sharing practical expertise in digital government, data-driven policymaking, and GovTech implementation. We believe that peer-to-peer cooperation and technical knowledge transfer are essential to scaling digital transformation globally. Second, partnership that scale digital skills and talent mobility. Kazakhstan recognizes that data and services can only move efficiently if talent can move with them. Through initiatives such as Astana Hub, our international technology park, Kazakhstan supports startups, digital entrepreneurs, and global technology companies. Astana Hub provides tax initiatives, acceleration programs, and training initiatives designed to prepare specialists for participation in the global digital economy. At the same time, Kazakhstan actively engages the private sector to integrate innovation ecosystem across borders. By connecting startups, technology companies, venture capitals, and government innovation programs, we are creating platforms that allow digital solutions and services to scale. Our experience shows that scaling digital talent requires international recognition of digital credentials, cross-border training partnerships, and stronger collaboration between governments, academia, and industry. And third, but not last, investment that enable cross-border digital services and the AI ecosystem. Kazakhstan is actively investing in AI infrastructure, including national AI platforms, high-performance computing capacity, and applied AI solutions across public administration and industry. These investments are designed to attract international technology partners and create shared innovation systems. To scale such ecosystem globally, we believe there is a strong need for cross-border digital investment funds, blended finance mechanisms, and public-private partnerships that reduce investment risks and accelerate deployment of digital infrastructure. Kazakhstan stands ready to contribute to this shared agenda, both as an emerging digital investment hub and as a partner willing to share practical experience, support capacity building, and foster ecosystems integration across countries. By strengthening partnership, aligning policy, and mobilizing investment, we can enable the safe and scalable movement of data, skills, and digital services, unlocking the new opportunities for economic growth and inclusive digital transformation across borders. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. We move to the last request I have is from Syria. Your Excellency, the floor is yours.
Mr. Chairman, the Secretary General, Your Excellencies, and the respectful delegations. From Damascus, now beginning to regain its strength, we come to you carrying the goodwill of the Syrian people and the pride in once again standing among their Arab brothers and international partners, united by shared interest and a common destiny. After years of isolation, Syria has embarked on an ambitious national program to develop its telecommunication and digital infrastructure. Our goal is to unlock the potential of our people, build a competitive digital economy, and provide advanced services that meet global standards. In this context, we have launched the Silk Link initiative to position Syria as a regional connectivity hub, linking Asia and Europe, supported by modern and future-ready networks. In the coming period, we will announce projects that will bring qualitative leap in mobile telecommunication and ultra-high-speed internet, alongside national plans in energy, transport, health, and education. Every digital expansion opens new opportunities, and it brings responsibilities and risks as well. For this reason, we consider cybersecurity a core pillar of development. Our national strategy focuses on building capacities, investing on technical and professional human resources, and localizing the technology to ensure that our digital future is secure and resilient. At the same time, our national strategy for artificial intelligence is designed to maximize the benefits of AI for sustainable development. We are encouraging investment in research and innovation and building national capacities through education and training and in partnership with academia and the private sector. We are establishing ethics and frameworks to ensure the responsible AI, especially in matters of privacy, transparency, and fairness, while directing AI solutions to provide sectors to priority sectors such as healthcare and other vital services. We firmly believe that our cooperation through shared expertise, coordinated policies, and unified voice will strengthen our collective resilience. Together, we can protect our national assets, safeguard our citizen rights, and advance our shared digital future. In conclusion, we extend our sincere thanks to the State of Kuwait for hosting this session, and it would be our honor to be part of the DCO and to host a future session for the Council in Damascus at the earliest possible opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. There is no more interventions, so thank you for your contribution. Proceed to our final pillar, digital corridors.
In 2025, the fourth pillar, digital corridors, focused on connecting digital economies across borders. It supports trusted data flows, digital trade, and regional cooperation. This work was delivered through coordinated efforts among member states, and these voices reflect how our support enabled progress where it mattered the most.
I would like to commend DCO. We look forward to the partnership. The DEN report is a game changer with different dimensions. This year, this is the second edition.
So the interoperability mechanism is transforming how data will be moved across borders, anchoring the DCO pillars in real-world action. So together, we are building the collective foundation needed to unlock digital opportunities and future growth for all member states.
Through the Digital Trade Cooperation Committee, member states jointly drafted and endorsed the world's first model digital economy agreement, providing a shared reference for interoperable digital trade and cross-border data cooperation.
Cross-border trust and alignment is what makes it possible for people, businesses, and ideas to move safely and efficiently across borders in the digital world. The DEN finding, again, shows that uneven cross-border data governance, limited improbability in digital identity systems, and data sharing standards there is a huge gap in implementation. These trust assessments reduce scale, especially for MSMEs, and the cross-border mobility of digital talents and skills remain limited. No single government or institution can close this gap alone, and this is particularly where this room becomes part of the solution. So how do we co-create corridors that work in practice? And what corridors and policy alignments, partnerships, and investments are needed to ensure the cross-border movement of data, skills, and digital services at scale? Mr. Chair, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Secretary General. The floor is now open for interventions on digital corridors. First request from Nigeria. Your Excellency, the floor is yours.
Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Chairman, let me begin, of course, by thanking you, our host, the government and people of Kuwait, represented here by Minister of ICT, His Excellency Mr. Omar Saud Abdulaziz Al Omar, for the warm reception and hospitality extended to us here in Kuwait. I also wish to especially say a big thank you to the Secretary General of the DCO, Her Excellency Dima Aliyaya, for your continued commitment to advancing digital cooperation across our member states. Your Excellency, under the administration of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, Nigeria has firmly established clear priority areas to drive the digital transformation of our economy as we build towards a $1 trillion economy. Let me briefly highlight 5 of these priorities that I believe may also be of consideration and importance for the global community. First is connectivity. As we pursue shared prosperity and economic diversification, we recognize universal and equitable access to meaningful connectivity as a fundamental driver of progress in today's digital age. Connectivity, we believe, is a cornerstone of economic development, social inclusion, and access to essential services. And we are particularly inspired by farmers in rural China, where traditional markets once offered limited opportunities and returns, but who are now using digital platforms to reach consumers directly. Through live streaming on social media, they showcase their produce, share stories, and build trust, bypass intermediaries, and secure better prices and better livelihoods. In Nigeria, led by the World Bank, the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development, and the Africa Development Bank, and other partners were investing $2 billion in a 90,000-kilometer fiber optic network to expand our national backbone from 35,000 kilometers to 125,000 kilometers. Through this investment, we aim to grow our economy, empower our people, and enable Nigeria to participate more meaningfully in the global digital economy. Second, which is on talent, infrastructure alone, as we know, is not enough. To ensure that benefits of our digital investment reach everyone, we are prioritizing digital skills and digital literacy. We're implementing the world's largest technical talent acceleration program, which is called 3 Million Technical Talent. And we are committed to ensuring that 70% of Nigerians are digitally literate by 2027. Through this initiative, we are building a strong local workforce to empower emerging technologies such as artificial intelligence across both the public and private sectors. We're also strengthening the capacity of our civil service to apply artificial intelligence for more efficient, responsive, and citizen-centered public services. Thirdly, I'll stay on artificial intelligence. We recognize the extraordinary opportunity that AI presents to accelerate shared prosperity through new approaches to development. For us, AI is not a passing trend. It is a powerful catalyst for raising productivity, both for large and small businesses across our entire economy. But to harness its benefit responsibly, we must be deliberate and collaborative. This is why Nigeria adopted an open and inclusive approach to the development of our national AI strategy. We've also established a national AI collective, a community of practice to promote innovation, research, and entrepreneurship in artificial intelligence. We have also launched Africa's first government-backed multimodal, multilingual, large language model called N-Atlas to ensure AI works for our local realities. For countries like ours, artificial intelligence offers a real opportunity to leapfrog traditional development constraints and unlock new pathways to growth. Fourthly, digital public infrastructure. Nigeria views investment in DPI as essential to strengthening trust between governments and citizens,
And with the support of the European Union and the World Bank, Nigeria now has a robust digital identity system with over 90% of our adults already registered. This provides a unique foundation to deliver a whole-of-government approach to public services, leveraging our well-tested interbank settlement system to support citizens through critical life events. We have also launched recently a national data exchange platform as a foundational platform for interoperability across government, helping us to eliminate silos and to improve coordination in the use of technology. Fifth is data protection. As we digitize at scale, we recognize the importance of data privacy, data sovereignty, and cybersecurity. This is why we established the National Data Protection Commission with the support of the World Bank and French Development Agency, the European Union, and GIZ. The Commission is focused on regulating data protection and privacy, protecting the rights of data subjects, building national capacity, raising public awareness, and strengthening cooperation with global data governance body. Finally, I want to underscore the foundational importance of submarine cable resilience. Over 99% of the global internet traffic travels through submarine cables. As more of our lives and economies and our public services depend on these networks, their resilience is not optional. It is essential. Proactive leadership, therefore, requires that we work together ahead of crises to ensure the resilience and reliability of the submarine cable system that underpin global digital economy. With all of this in mind, let me reiterate the importance of global cooperation platforms such as the Digital Cooperation Organization. They are vital to ensuring that our shared ambition for inclusive digital prosperity is realized by all. Let me once again express Nigeria's sincere gratitude for the opportunity to participate in these important deliberations for the spirit of collaboration that defines the DCO. We look forward to our continued engagement and future gatherings. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. We now move to Lebanon. The floor is yours, Your Excellency.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. This august group is ideally placed to focus on the concept of data sovereignty, but also on the concept of data embassies and developing the data embassy concept to the next level where it is considered sovereign-grade data infrastructure. We are still far from that. This requires work on the legal front, requires work on the technology, so where we can assume that we have, or we can be sure that we have cryptographic sovereignty. It also means that we have to work on the governance of these data embassies, knowing which data can cross borders and which one doesn't, making sure that which rules apply to which type of data, and that the oversight of data embassies is traceable, auditable, and can be controlled from a distance. These are concepts that need to be developed into real-world action and demonstrated so that confidence grows in data embassies and in the partners that are ready to propose these data embassies. I think we're still far from that. There are embryonic attempts, but given the scale of the investments needed in AI-ready infrastructure, I think the concept of data embassies is something that we can work together and bring to fruition. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Now we move to Bangladesh. The floor is yours, Your Excellency.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Before I start my statement on the digital corridor, I would like to give you some information about the present connectivity situation of Bangladesh. In our country, if one connection, mobile phone connection against one NID, then it's a 70% plus. About the smartphone penetration, it's less than 50%. Excuse me. But for the internet penetration, it's over 60%. So Bangladesh is trying its level best to ensure close to 100% penetration by the year 2030. So Bangladesh views its digital corridor as a critical enabler of cross-border digital cooperation, trade, and innovation. By ensuring connectivity and connecting data, services, talents, and market across borders, digital corridors can unlock new opportunities for inclusive and sustainable economic growth. For Bangladesh, digital corridors support the seamless flows of digital services, e-commerce, fintech, logistics, innovation-driven entrepreneurship, particularly SME and Startup 6, national and global market access. Effective digital corridor require interoperable digital public infrastructure, trusted cross-border identity, secure payment system, and improvised standard for data exchange, cyber security, and consumer protection. Trust, security, and resilience must remain at the core of the corridor. Bangladesh also emphasizes the policy alignment and regulatory cooperation among DCO member states to reduce fragmentation and enable scalable digital trade and investment. Furthermore, digital corridors should promote capacity building and knowledge exchange, ensuring that developed and least developed countries can fully benefit from cross-border digital innovations and integrations. Bangladesh stands ready to collaborate with DCO member states to design and operationalize digital corridors that foster innovative, enhance connectivity, and deliver shared prosperity across our digital economies. I thank you all.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you all for these valuable perspectives. We have now concluded our review of the 4 strategic pillars. This collective review and discussion is key to further develop and adopt DCO's initiatives to the concrete needs to our member states and community. Current progress showcase how pragmatic collaboration based on evidence and facts can yield efficient results. We shall now move to the closing ceremony. Secretary General, please proceed with the official announcements.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Your Excellencies, members of the DCO Council, distinguished guests, and delegations. As we approach the conclusion of this General Assembly, I would like to share the major decisions adopted by the Council. First, I am pleased to announce that the Council has endorsed the final declaration titled Kuwait Declaration, Responsible AI for Global Digital Prosperity. The Council also endorsed the DCO Improbability Mechanism for cross-border data flows, alongside the first ever globally digital economy agreement that focuses on digital trade. Alongside new frameworks, tools, and templates to develop digital skills and promote ethical AI, it has adopted a series of ambitious and programmatic resolutions to guide the implementation of DCO programs in 2026. The initiation of an AI initiative, a world first, was also announced by the Kingdom of Bahrain. Now, it is with great pleasure that I officially announce that the Islamic Republic of Pakistan will assume the presidency of the DCO Council for 2026 and will host the 6th General Assembly in earlier 2027. I am equally pleased to announce that the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia will succeed Pakistan as presidency in 2027. Finally, the DCO Council has successfully elected the members of its 2026 Executive Committee, which will be chaired by the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and composed of the State of Djibouti, the Republic of Ghana, the State of Kuwait, the Kingdom of Morocco, the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, and the Republic of Rwanda. Congratulations. You can count on the Secretariat to support you throughout the year. I hand it over to you, Chair.
Thank you, Secretary General. You may now proceed with the next item.
Excellencies, distinguished guests. Before we close, I would like to highlight a pilot program that DCO launched, which is the DEN Next Generation Leaders, a program that bridges DEN identified gaps through innovative ideas driven by the youth. Today, we are recognizing the youth of the future. I will hand it over to you, Rebecca.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Today we have youth joining us from a mix of international universities, including St. Gallen, Harvard, Durham, Columbia, and Hong Kong. Their ideas address some of the key opportunities identified by the second edition of the Digital Economy Navigator for DCO member states. They include the Healthcare Innovation Pilot for Oman, and the Improving Telehealth Access in Djibouti. This is a true demonstration of how data and analysis, combined with the great minds of young people, can accelerate progress towards achieving digital prosperity for all.
Thank you, Your Excellency. We shall now move to the presidency handover. Okay. Distinguished delegates, it's It has been a profound honor for the State of Kuwait to serve as the DCO Council presidency for 2025. We have witnessed important progress, and I am confident that the momentum will continue. In accordance with our charter and the decisions of this council, it is now my privilege to hand over the presidency to the Islamic Republic of Pakistan for 2026. I invite the representative of Pakistan to join me for the official handover. Thank you.
I would first of all like to thank the Secretary General, Excellency Dima Ali Haya, for continuously leading the Digital Cooperation Organization for the last 5 years in an absolutely perfect, impeccable manner. We've seen the organization grow, and the way it's creating impact across our countries, the whole credit goes to her. Secondly, I would like to thank, first of all, the Minister Omar Al-Omar of Kuwait for hosting us, for the wonderful hospitality that we're experiencing. And most of all, I'd like to commend the very effective leadership and presidency of the DCO that Kuwait has done over the last 1 year. And now I would like to, once again, with humility, accept the presidency of DCO on behalf of Pakistan, and it's an absolute honor, but I also feel that there's a lot of responsibility to work collaboratively on our shared future hereon. We believe in DCO, we believe in the power of collaboration, especially in the field of digital. And for our next 1 year, 3 core milestones that we'd like to see happening include: 1, a talent corridor. In this intelligent age, as the employment landscapes change, educational landscapes change, it is absolutely imperative that we hold a shared talent pool where we standardize our talent acquisition so that we can really pool our resources and see how we can help each other, not just in training and skilling and reskilling the upcoming generations, but also becoming digital resources for each other. The second key objective that we hope to work on is essentially a very dedicated discourse and also action plans around sovereign AI. We believe that in today's day and age, where AI is taking us by a revolution, I feel that it is absolutely imperative that our countries have that sovereign capability, at least some minimal level of independence when it comes to digital development. And that is what we're going to work on collectively. It is a very capital-intensive game. I think that there's a lot of scope for collaboration. Again, a lot of scope for working together, shared resources, shared experiences, so that we can really work as a unit amongst the DCO countries to ensure that we are up to pace with the fast evolving pace of these emerging technologies, the way they're developing, the way they're changing in minutes and hours, let alone days and weeks and months. So in order to keep up pace, I think it is very important that we collectively work towards our sovereign AIs so that we can maintain our sovereign integrity when it comes to our people, our societies, our religions, our culture, and that moving forward, our younger generations grow with the same rules, the same social norms that we grew up with when we were young. And the third, I think, and one of the most important, is an initiative that Pakistan is leading, which is the DFDI, the Digital Foreign Direct Investment Summit. We hosted the first summit last year. It was a
roaring success. We got about $700 million of pledges, some of which has already been deployed. And we're looking forward to host the second version of the DFDI Summit this year in September in Islamabad. And we hope to host all of you later this year before the General Assembly that we'll host next year, inshallah. So looking forward to see you next time in Islamabad, where I am 100% sure you will enjoy the hospitality. At least we will try to be as good as Kuwait has been and our previous predecessors have been. You'll enjoy the hospitality, you'll enjoy the great food that we have, but most of all, you'll get to see and have a first-hand experience of what kind of deep tech, what kind of entrepreneurial, innovative potential the young people of Pakistan hold. So really looking forward to welcome all of you in Pakistan. See you inshallah. Really hoping and praying that we will come up to your expectations as the president for the next year. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency, and Mubarak. Secretary General, I give you the floor for your closing remarks.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Your Excellencies, distinguished delegates, observers, partners, and great guests. As we bring this 5th General Assembly to a close, please allow me to express my sincere gratitude, appreciation, and thanks to each and every single member of the DCO Secretariat. Thank you to our amazing DCOers. This is a day of celebration. Your hard work, your endless nights paid off. Please be proud of serving your member states as I am proud of sharing this journey with you. Thank you very much. Thank you to the State of Kuwait for hosting us with such warmness and for the exceptional leadership demonstrated during the 2025 presidency. Thank you for all member states for your engagement, your decisions, your belief in DCO, and your commitment to making the DCO a platform that matters. Thank you to our observers, partners, and guests. Your participation enriches our work and extends our collective reach. The work now continues. The Secretariat stands ready to support member states in delivering on the priorities we have set. And I look forward to our continued collaboration. Thank you.
Thank you, Secretary General, Your Excellencies, distinguished delegates, and observers, partners, and guests. For that, I would like also to thank the DCO team for their efforts through the year, and also the joint team from MOC, Kate, and Citra, the local team who have helped to set up this meeting. They have been working for the last few months, and I would like to give them a round of applause as well. Thank you very much. On behalf of the State of Kuwait, I extend my deepest appreciation to all who have contributed to the success of this 5th General Assembly. We have gathered under the theme Digital Prosperity in the Age of AI. And over these 2 days, we have demonstrated that this prosperity is not an abstract goal, but a shared commitment backed by concrete actions. Thank you, Secretary General, for all the work that has been done through this year and the years since the inception of this organization. Your Excellency, distinguished delegates, observers, partners, and guests, on behalf of the State of Kuwait, I extend my deepest appreciation to all who have contributed to the success of this 5th General Assembly. We have gathered under the theme of digital prosperity in the age of AI, and over these 2 days, we have demonstrated that prosperity is not an abstract goal, but shared commitment backed by concrete actions. I thank the Secretary General and the Secretariat for their tireless work in preparation of this assembly. I thank all member states for the spirit of cooperation that defines our organization. And I thank our observers, partners, and guests for joining us in this important moment. As we close this General Assembly, let us carry forward the decisions we have taken and the commitments we have made. With that, I declare 5th General Assembly of the Digital Cooperation Organization officially closed. Thank you, and safe travels for all.
Would appreciate the head of delegations